Welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit, and this is my continuing Let's Play of Underrail. So, last time we had a look around the Institute of Chalk, picked up a few quests, and now we apparently are heading down to catch a thing. Now, I'll be honest and say I cannot remember how this works. There is nothing for us to do here except wander. A lot of explosive barrels around. If I recall, it's coming across here. There is a psycho, so let's flashbang him. And then where is he? He's there. So now can I put this on here? Shit, how do I do this? God, this is... Oh no. So apparently I now have to... Oh, the little bastard. Can I use this now? Fuck's sake. One minute. Okay. Let's try this again. Of course, of course. Well, okay, I will accept this turn of events. Oh, fuck off! Jesus Christ! 25%. For the love of God. This just drives me insane at times. The percentages. Come on, you little shit. Come on, fuckwit. Okay. Creature seems knocked out for the time being. Now that you have a chance to take a closer look, you can truly admire its impressive size. However, it appears that its rough, scarred carapace reveals more than you had expected. This creature is one of extreme age. How old exactly, you're unsure. Miniature landscapes adorn the beetle's back. Every scar, scratch, or defect on it illustrates a separate story of this being's long past. The time to study it you do not have. However, the creature could regain consciousness at any moment. You perform the procedure as you are instructed. You position the device so that it markers match the carapace opening line of the beetle's head and press the activation button on the neuropacifier. As soon as you do so, you hear the device activating, and after a brief delay, the faint sound of the carapace cracking reaches your ear. You expected some reaction from the creature, twitching or some other motion. As a consequence of this probably painful intrusion, the beetle remains static, and soon everything quietens down. Okay. Jesus wept, that was so irritating. Oh, that was a frag grenade Mark 3. I do not want to waste those. At any point in my career here. It's done. It's done. I planted the neuropacifier on the creature's head, and it's now, well, pacified. Very good, very good. I am pleased. I will send someone to take care of that. And your name was? I never had the chance to introduce myself. Syrian Star's the name. Syrian Star. I heard that just recently a figurine. Did you? Yes. Oh, yes. Now I understand everything. I would like to apologize for my early behavior. Magnificent short. It's always just... I have a lot of work here. An incredible amount of work. Every time someone enters my office, something goes horribly awry. It directly translates to more trouble. All that before I'd even got a chance to drink my first cup of mushroom tea of the day. He said, well, you did good. And for that, here's something. He hands you 400 Stygian coins. Money! If you take more work, do I not drop by my office sometimes, sis? I think I've got some stuff for a woman like you. You got any more work for me? Indeed I do. I have 2 jobs for you, as a matter of fact. First requires you to take a ferry ride to a pretty remote place in Lower Underrail. The second one is about a genetic disease resistance project. Interested in any one of the 2, or perhaps both? What was that about the genetic disease resistance? Well, it's a thing I got from the top, you know what I mean? Someone came into my office and dropped some stuff on my disk, whether I like it or not. I and the PI are the busiest department of the Institute of Chort, so things like that are unavoidable, I guess. Magnificent Chort. So what I got was a project on genetic disease resistance. I had to find some subjects who've shown great resilience to deadly disease. That's what I was told, and that means he points to himself, I, the principal investigator, have to worry about subjects when I have the pacification project on my hands. Shortest recombination combination paperwork to finish. George's protein design review, even studied some devolved polymorphs, deep caverns that were recently brought in. What I need of you is the following. Walk outside the institute, there's a bunch of people there, and ask around if anyone exhibits what we require. If not, well, we did our best. Let someone else deal with it. If you do find someone, even better. Since they're already there, it'd be easy to convince them to come in and do some simple tests. Nothing painful. I'll see what I can do. He knows. 3 XP, ooh. Tell me about the neuropacification. Or a ferry trip. Alright, sis, let me ask a question. Have you ever heard of Forsaken Island? I might have heard about it somewhere at some point. Might have heard about it, you know, I'll assume you haven't heard anything at all. Tell you what you need to know. Forsaken Island is a remote island situated somewhere between Core City, approximately southeast of it, the more southern parts of Lower Underrail. It is, people say, surrounded by violent currents, which makes it an unpopular place for tourism. However, there is something else there. The Forsaken Behemoth. Now, I had some exaggerated stories about its appearance and behaviour. It breathes fire, shoots lasers from its eyes, has 7 heads, various nonsenses. I mean, the creature, if it's real, might have some psionic abilities. I don't deny that. It's just some of the things I've heard take it too far. However, what is consistent in all these stories can be surmised like this. It's a big lizard, a very, very big lizard, and if it really exists, I want a piece of it. Not to fight it, rather a sample of its skin or whatever else you can find. So what I want you to do is basically this. Go to the island, find someone who's crazy enough to take you there, see if the creature really exists, and bring me a sample of it. There's a possibility it's the only one of its kind, so try not to cull it. We might return later and try to capture it. Simple, sis, really simple. Pays good, 650 shrons. In my opinion, very good. You'll receive it once you come back from the island. What do you say? Dangerous journey to hunt a giant monster? Count me in. Very good, that's all, yep, that's all. Sure guide you, brother. Okay. So, we've got a couple of easy, quick quests. There, that was a 3 XP gain quest that I just got for that, which as far as I'm concerned is amazing. And brings me 1 point away from leveling up again. Let's quick save. Ah, shit. Bollocks, I thought there was somebody I could no, can't go in there. Go in here? No, I can't. Not officially, anyway. Octavia. The woman carefully places down a beaker full of purple liquid as soon as you come near. On the table in front of her, you see numerous glassware, beakers, flasks, vials. It's all there. She lowers the protective mask, covering her mouth, and starts the conversation. Short is evolution. I don't think we've met before. I'm Octavia, investigator Octavia. Evolution's short. My name is Sarah Evenstaff. She nods. How can I help you? Is there a way I can acquire some chemicals around here? Well, I am to be in charge of chemical inventory, but you'd have to ask our PI Georges for permission. He's in his office right over there. If he says yes, then come back to me, sister. Sure guide you, sister. You too. Ooh, lots of stuff. Principal Investigator Georges. As soon as the man notices you, the man in the white lab coat closes a folder he was straining to read and greets you with a firm handshake. His bloodshot eyes are drowning in fatigue, something which rubbing his eyes, which he performs from time to time, simply cannot remove, but can only relieve for a bit. Still, he appears alert and focused enough, and above all friendly during your conversation. Oh, hello, sister. George's Evolution. I'm Principal Investigator Georges, and I run the Department of Chemistry. Part of the investigation, if you don't know. Evolution's short. I'm Sarah Evenstaff. Ah, yes. You helped afraid of Denzel get the reaching man from the lunatics. Yes, right. Eden was very pleased to have the figurine finally in his hands. Tell me, how may I help you? I'm looking for some work. Oh, interested in becoming an investigator. That is Apex. Excellent. Institute welcomes young and prosperous women such as yourself. You know, an old quote by the illustrious Iden just sprang to my mind. Shortest to like nucleotides from which DNA is composed. Small building blocks that together form something truly great. Actions of each individual lead to the creation of something better. Every piece of the puzzle is important. If you're willing to become a piece just like the rest of us, then together we will complete the puzzle, yes. In any case, I have some work just for you. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Yes, right. Currently I need you to help me with 2 things. First is related to an experimental chemical weapon, pistol to be precise, that needs some combat testing. Judging from your recent history of lunatic decimation, you shouldn't have much trouble with this one. As feral creatures. Anyway, the second is related to the matter of locating and retrieving research data our department would find incredibly useful. It would require you to leave the Institute building. I haven't left the building since I got here. It was around 85, if I remember correctly, at the time of the Core City riots, so I don't know much about the outside has changed. Therefore, how much my directions will be accurate. So, sister, you still interested? If you are, I'll give you the details. Tell me about the experimental pistol. Yes, right, the chemical pistol. Somewhere around the year 97, we were approached by the Preservation about helping them design a more advanced chemical weapon that was available at the time. Something truly Apex. You see, Harmos Stavros desired all Rasifor expeditions in deep caverns to be equipped with several chemical weapons per combat unit during their time down there. The reasons for that were of a logistical nature. A combat unit could use naturally occurring caustic chemicals, acids which are abundant in deep caverns, and can be obtained from living or environmental sources, and be self-sufficient ammunition lines, therefore maintaining constant combat capability. Go on. Which brings us to ZAL 001, which is short for Experimental Acid Launcher. It offers a great improvement in terms of fire rate and ergonomics over all available models currently in use, and we're planning to further attachments to increase the capacity and help the processing of raw chemicals in the field. Yada yada yada. Sum that up, we believe to be truly an apex design. Again, where do I come in? Yes, right, now listen, Serene Sir. While we're pleased so far with how the prototype weapon turned out, it still needs more field testing before it can finally enter production. That's where you come in, sister. I need you to test the weapon, preferably on lunatics or the faceless. You've successfully dealt with the former in the past, so I've no doubt they will enjoy the work. Bottom line is, if you're interested, and use L1 right this minute. With Short's guidance, of course, he asks. Tell me more about the research data you need. Yes, right, Del. Let me tell you of an old Biocorp facility in the name of Hecate Research Outpost, which exists somewhere in Lower Underrail. It's a small facility which wouldn't normally be worthy of our time, usually. We, the Institute of Short, have recently acquired a document that suggests some interesting data on protein design can be found there. Apparently they did some protein projects there, and well, if they're able to identify any novel sequences, it should be of great use. Therefore, I would like you to visit this place and snoop around. See if you can find something that can be found. The facility is located somewhere east of the core city. We don't have an exact location, but it shouldn't be too far away from it. So, what do you say, sister? You interested in making a contribution to the Institute? What else can you tell me? Well, all we know about it comes from a document which recently came into our possession. Apparently, Hecate used to be a relatively small research facility located somewhere in Lower Underrail. It used to be owned by, you guessed it, Biocorp. Magnificent Short. Now that I remember, nearly everything was Biocorp back then. Hecate was small and not too important, so it became forgotten when Biocorp was overtaken by Underrail Protectorate. It's now time to unearth it again and uncover its secrets. Interested? I'll see what I can do about it. Apex, what else can I say but Short guide you, Sir Star? Here's the Apex chemical pistol. And some ammo I almost forgot. I'd like you to abuse the weapon. That's the goal of this test. And if anyone bothers you at the main entrance, just tell them you're performing weapon tests for Principal Investigator Georges. How long do I need to use it? Longer the better, really. Remember, the weapon's designed for use in extreme conditions, so you abuse it appropriately. He laughs. Once you think the weapon's up to par with the task, let me know. Well, I'm off to use this bad boy. Understood. I'll do as instructed. Short guide you. Short guide you, and good luck. So we've got a bunch of things for them here. Wow. It is a fun-looking pistol. I mean, we are not it's not terrible. I mean, its action point cost is really good. Really good. I mean, let's have a look here. Let's quick save. Let's enter combat. We have 50 action points. That's 3 shots with this thing. That's pretty impressive as far as I'm concerned. You mentioned protein design. What is that? Pardon me. I suppose I missed explaining that. Protein design is, by definition, a creation of new protein molecules that will fold or assume a certain shape to a certain protein structure. The whole reason we would seek to do that, sister, is so we can recreate proteins with complete new or slightly varied functions. Since proteins are one of the most important biomolecules of numerous functions, as you can see why designing new sequences is such an important task. Yes, right, that should be the gist of it. Is there a way for me to get hold of some chemicals around here? It's rare for someone to come with that request, but I don't see why not. Go talk to Investigator Octavia. She can sell you some of the chemicals we have in excess. Just tell her I gave you permission. Thank you. She'll guide you. Okay, Principal Investigator told me I could purchase chemicals from you. Okay, what do we got here? Chemical ammo we know, chemical ammo, chemical blob trap, chemical... 2? Why would you have 2 though? I just don't understand. Just don't understand sometimes. I like the antidote. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, if you can combine the catalyzing belt and the pistols and all sorts of that nature, I mean, that's pretty impressive, to be perfectly honest. It really is. She's looking at biochemicals, so we'll... That's not apparently a chemical. That's ammo. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Let's put that there. Righty-ho. Let's take us this way. Yeah, I mean, all of these quests in here that we're getting should take us through. Principal Investigator Steff. The investigator seems to have just finished typing something on his keyboard when you walked in. The final keystroke coincides with you coming to halt before him. He lifts his head and observes you through the glasses and instantly notices one detail, that there's a smudge on them. Naturally, he removes his glasses, picks up a handkerchief from his drawer and begins wiping the lenses clean. As he's doing so, the conversation begins. Choice evolution. I haven't seen you before, sister. You must be here either to appreciate the light show produced by a resonant transformer or to do some scientific investigation. Either is acceptable. He smiles. I'm Principal Investigator Steff, but please, just call me Steff. You are... Evolutionist short, brother. I'm Sir Evenstar, and I had a few questions for you. I have no objections to that, Sir Evenstar. Ask whatever questions you had. I was wondering if you had any work I could help you with. His face turned suddenly grim. Interesting choice of words, Sir Evenstar. Oh no, did I say anything on the offensive? I'm new to shortism, please forgive me. Don't be silly, Sir Evenstar. I haven't offended anyone. I mentioned it was interesting because of a young Rassifor who came to me with those exact same words you just spoke. I mean, he was interested in what we do here and wished to help. His name was Pavel. At the time of his arrival, the department was testing a terahertz or T-ray emitter that would allow us to perform through-wall imaging. I hope you're able to understand how useful such technology would be to us all. Just imagine. But leave the long talk for later and return to Rassifor Pavel. He was a man who clearly missed his call. A member of the preservation forces who had more interest in scientific investigation than anything else. He would often drop by our lab and was no doubt about it genuinely interested in all the wonders of the physics. Some 2 days ago he dropped by the lab and found out the full possibilities of through-wall imaging, which made him even more interested and excited. I told him about somehow needing to test the emitter in a very active environment, and since the West Wing had been reopened, he personally volunteered to go there and plant the device. I thought it was too dangerous and, well, now... Asked him how he was going to do it without me and Samuel finding out. He convinced me he had a plan and everything was going to be, well, apex. I guess I sent him to his doom, but he hasn't returned. Still, I regret ever accepting that risk in the first place. I'll go look for him if you'd like me to. No, I'm not sending anyone else there. I made that awful mistake the first time. Ideen, pardon me. He just insisted so much. He really wished for technology to work. So much, in fact, that he was willing to risk his life. I don't want to risk yours or anyone else's. I'm not a rookie, Steff. I can handle myself quite well. Pavel's alive, he's probably hurt and unable to return on his own. By the chort, this is so messed up. He says, go then, to the West Wing. Should you find him, bring him back. If there's anything to bring back, the emitter is not important, but returning it wouldn't be frowned upon. Chort guide you, Sir Evenstar. On the way, brother. Chort guide you. Anything around here? Investigator Kiro. The thin man seems uninterested in you at first glance, as his facial expression doesn't change at all when he notices you trying to start a conversation, and his body language doesn't differ. What you also find peculiar is the fact that he almost never breaks eye contact, but maintains it during the whole conversation. Luckily, he blinks in regular intervals, or else the mechanical stare would seem even more awkward. Also, it comes as no surprise that his tone of voice is as flat as his excitement for the conversation he's engaged in. What is evolution? I am Investigator Kiro. Who are you? You're losing short, brother. I'm sorry, Star, and I wanted to ask you a few questions. No problem at all, sister. What is on your mind? I'm in it for high-tech gadgetry and components. I guess this would be the right place to ask. There are components and devices I may be able to offer you to purchase, but I must have Pierre's definite permission before I can actually do so. Go and ask him. Go and ask him, and I'll be right back. No, don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I'm interested in purchasing tech stuff. You got any available? I'm gonna find him. Sure, go, your brother. Quick save. Principal Chef told me. Bum bum bum. Okay, now we've got some good shit. But nothing that I have counts as that, apart from the cloaking device. EMP grenades and EMP mines. Emitter base. Yeah. No, these are good ones. But mine's better. Not as much capacity, but overall better. A little annoying, it has to be said. Still. Let's head out. Just quickly continue to explore here. All of these bits down here. I just need 1 XP. Did I go this way? I did not. Scrap some scrap. Gonna take those. Whilst I do have the Aegis, I don't have the jumping beam. What does jumping beam allow me to do? May cause hiccups. Agility booster. Nothing of interest there. Vase. Take bottle. Interesting there. Just collect the vases. Why is there so many cats? Cyclops' eye. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, boss, I'm not doing anything anything at all that's bad here? Nothing at all, buddy. Oh, I missed this vase. See you losers later. And I'll just head up. Oh, this is back here. I do have a couple more things to sell. I'll just quickly pop those out. What have we got? I'll just see what's up here. Talk to Amelia again. Let's just grab some more bits and pieces. Before we head back down, and I think that's everything in here now. Intermedia Institute, Official Institute Business, Principal Investigator Rista. First of all, let's head down here. I think this is where Detritus. What can you tell me about yourself? First he seems a bit uneasy about the question, then decides to answer it. I'm a simple zoner from Coal City who's searching for something better in life. Heard of Drop Zone? I lived there my whole life. Awful place to live in. Awful people, awful food. If you get your hands on some, and in general, it's awful. Is there anything good about the zone for you? Family, I suppose. Nothing else comes to mind, but the zone enjoys taking things away from you. Plague took my whole family away. Mother, father, granddad, 5 sisters and 2 brothers, all of them older than me. All gone. It's easy to lose life in the Drop Zone, but that plague, that was pure evil. Plague? Yeah, a hardcore plague dominated half the zone several years ago. Not a lot of folks know about the plague because no one really cares what happened in Drop Zone. But as zoners, we care. I care. My dearest are gone because of that pipe-working plague. How'd you manage to survive? Luck? Must be luck, because I don't have an explanation. My death's decided to spare me. I mean, I've never been in my whole life. Never. No colds. Let alone something more serious. Interesting. Maybe you're immune to the plague somehow. Have you ever been to see a doctor? He bursts out loud. Doctor, no, I'm a zoner, remember? Bah, you don't understand it. You come from a different world. It's all just luck. Everything in life is about having luck. That's what I learned. You can be good at something, sure, but if you're unlucky, that's it. Nothing helps. Look at my hands. I've been working like a slave my whole life, and everything I've earned can easily be choked down pipeworks. Miserable. Lucky enough to survive the plague, but unlucky with everything else. He shrugs, drifting off for a moment. After taking a deep breath, he continues. Anyway, enough of that. Got any more questions? Someone at the Institute of Chort is interested in the fact that you survived the Drop Zone plague. He seems surprised by your statement. Interested why? Because you're special. You survived the plague despite the fact that it killed everyone from your family. It could be something genetic, for all we know. I don't think I'm that special, I don't. His voice starts wavering nervously. And if it's in my genes, then why did my whole family die? Shouldn't we all have the resistance if it's what you call hereditary? Besides, what if it turns out that I'm not special? Well, then what's going to happen to me? But I don't know, maybe you were the first with the immunity. You were the youngest of all your siblings, right? Now is not the time to have second thoughts. Do you want to get to the Institute of Chore or not? He calms down. Ah, pipeworks. Yes, you're right. But what do they need me for? I mean, what is it they'll do to me? They're going to perform some simple tests. They won't hurt you, so don't worry. All right, count me in. He flashes a joyful smile. Hardcore. I'm as nervous as a caged hopper, but count me in. I'm ready. Great. I'm going to look for the chore lists. Expect someone to come for you soon. So, all I'm doing there is literally now just to get me that last point of XP. Now, was it the guy... Yeah, it was the guy down to the left, or up to the left. Right and then bottom is what I mean. So down here. Then down here. I'm glad our walking speed is good. Just quickly before I do that, what is my so I've got enough for another mechanical repair kit. Could work. Down here. Okay, at least I'll have, if I can get that 1 point of XP, then I will level up and then finish this episode. Talked to a man called Detritus who had survived a plague that hit Core City's drop zone several years ago. He said he was willing to become a subject. Detritus, tell me more of this man, sis. Well, he's a zoner who I found right in front of the Institute. His whole family died from the plague, yet he survived. He also told me he's rarely ever, if ever, ill in his life. Never ill, and you say his whole family died. Fair enough, I think we're onto something here. He makes a brief pause. By the chort, I think it is who we're looking for. If you say what's true, we might not even need other test subjects at all. Couldn't be better. I don't think anyone will bug me for a while regarding that project. Apex, I just need to contact someone to bring him in, and the job's done. He loves. It's an honor to serve the Institute of Chore, Principal Investigator. Indubitably, you've earned yourself some good coin for this, and you didn't even have to walk too far. Here are 200 charons. Is that all regarding the matter? Thank you very much. Chore guide you, brother. Excellent. That's that XP that I was looking for. That's the tick there that I was looking for. Now let's level ourselves up. So I need to increase my agility to 10 with that remaining point. Skills, melee, evasion up. Now it's primarily going to be electronics, mechanics. Increase the tailoring. Okay, I'm back. I think my throwing is probably okay for now. My dodges, I feel good. Stealth, lockpicking and hacking seem fine. Got 9 points. I'm going to stick everything in mechanics and electronics. And the feats, now my agility is 10. Blitz will be good. When throwing knives, you throw an additional one within the cone. Interesting. Up. Sweep. Spear. It's 3-pointer. Fatal throw. Always critical. Interesting. That's pretty good. I mean, cryogenic induction. Terrible pinning. It's good. Salesman. That. Deflection, no. Escape artist is decent. Interloper is good. And this one I'm going to go Blitz. Movement points to action points. Specialization, go in cheap shots. And accept. Okay, and now we are in a much, much better place, I feel. So I'm going to not bother with that. And I'm going to place Blitz there. So sprint increases my movement points by 30. Blitz can get me an extra 10 standard action points from that. And 4 hits on a knife will give me an additional 10 action points. And my knife now costs me 12 action points, so at least one, depending on how many small action points I have left over, that's 2 additional knife hits. So I'm pleased with that. Next time we'll be heading out to next time I think we'll be going out to Forsaken Island, or we might go down and have a look at the West Wing and places of that nature. Regardless, I am extremely happy. We are now 30 XPs away from level 25, I think, maybe. I think the Blitz was one of the last bits that we needed to fully realise our combat potential here. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it. Thank you again, and I will see you next time when I'm trying to dump some of... yeah, that's... too many things, too many things. Anyway, thank you again. See you next time. Goodbye.